Today we have a reading for you about somebody who is realizing that they don't have access, or realizing that perhaps they could craft a plan or come up with a little bit of a devious way to get around a block or a locked door. This is someone who's trying to decide, should I do the thing that I maybe think is a little bit unfair? Or should I just kind of accept the fact that someone doesn't want to talk to me anymore, or someone doesn't want to live with me anymore? But because we have the crafting card, this looks to me like somebody who's taking an idea and making it a reality. I came up with a plan to get around this locked door or this obstacle. And even though I know it's maybe a little bit mischievous or like devious, I'm still going to do it. Hello, Key Controller. How are you doing today? So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And if you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the current members. I think we'll start with the Marigold Tarot. What else do we have about this person who, I don't know, maybe they're going to catfish? Maybe they're going to try to use somebody else's credentials or social media account to be able to see what's been going on. But this is an unwillingness to let a locked door or like a you shall not pass actually keep them away. So we have Justice and the Ten of Wands. It does look like there's willful disobedience of what is right. I know I shouldn't do this. I know this isn't right. Maybe it's even breaking and entering kind of thing, but I'm going to do it anyways. So it doesn't have to be about access to social media. It could literally be someone's apartment or house. We have the World in the reverse, the Queen of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Ten of Cups. All right. Yeah. I feel like this is somebody who is trying to figure out what is going on by observing you. And because they have lost access to you in one way, they're trying to find another way to gain access to you. Whatever that means for your particular situation, it could mean they're trying to figure out when you go to work and when you're hanging out with someone else. It could mean someone is trying to figure out if they can establish a connection with you under someone else's name, that kind of thing. Hello, Tab. How are you doing? Feel free to check out the channel page. This is a general reading. Hello, Lee. How are you doing? Can you pull some cards on the X? He had plans to pick up Sage. I got you, Lee. On Saturday or Sunday. No call, no text. Oh, I'm so sorry. She doesn't deserve that, and neither do you. I will ask that for you, and thank you for the tip. Hello, Lily. How are you doing? We have the Death card, the King of Swords in the reverse, and the King of Rings or King of Pentacles in the reverse. And I hope this doesn't make anyone feel uncomfortable. I feel like this would be one of those things where it's confirming your intuition or your kind of assumption about what might be going on. But I don't want to alarm anyone where this isn't happening, right? This is saying that we've got somebody who maybe you don't date anymore, maybe you don't talk to anymore, maybe you went no contact with this person from your family. They're looking for a time when you're not there. They're looking for a moment when the defenses are down. It's like a teenager trying to sneak out of the house so that they can go party. Trying to sneak past the Emperor. So I feel like you are the Emperor. This is also clarifying the Queen of Swords, somebody who has boundaries. someone is trying to get around your boundaries, or someone is trying to gain access to where you are. Three of Cups in the reverse. This is someone you are not talking to or not like on good terms with. And they're sidestepping the defenses, sidestepping what should discourage them from coming towards you or trying to communicate with you. All right, so this is the Wild Reflections Tarot. Hello, Rash. Hello, are you? How are you doing? Hello, Surfer. How's it going? Oh, sorry, I don't have any of those here. I hope you're having a good day, John. Jeremiah, this is a general reading, so if it resonates for you, it is meant for you, but don't make it fit, right? I hope you have a great rest of your week there, John. Hello, Asheen, how are you doing? Oh, who sent the thank you? Hello, this Nene. Thank you for the gift. That was super sweet. Hello, Kevin. Hello, Pankaj. No, definitely not Mila Kunis. We've got the Eight of Cups and the King of Wands. So the thing is, this person who's come up with an idea, they're not able to walk away from that idea. They're too convinced that this is what they should do. They can't really talk themselves out of it. It's making me think of all those like older shows I used to watch when there was like, you know, the neighborhood gossip who was compelled or felt like they had to like watch out the window and get all of the gossip or the scoop from the neighborhood activities, right? Hello, how are you doing? Oh, I'm sorry you feel that way, Da Vinci. I hope you have a good day. Hello, Marty. It's because I make candles and I like to use them. I believe it's more fun to work by candlelight. I don't know, maybe that makes me old-fashioned. Hello, Fire Pickles. How are you doing? I also enjoy fried pickles. All right, so what else do we have? The Queen of Wands right next to the King of Wands, eh? All right, that's kind of interesting. So what I'm picking up on is this is somebody who feels like they can gain access if they pretend that they are like someone else. So we could have someone who's literally trying to dress like the other gender, or somebody who is setting up a catfish account with the opposite gender, right? Thinking that that will kind of be like a more effective mask or distraction, especially if this is somebody who is, you know, considering like hanging out by your car. Maybe they want to look like somebody of a different gender, right? Try to make it less obvious that they're the ones. Yeah, we have the Page of Cups in the reverse, Seven of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is someone you've already decided that you don't want to be connected to. Like I said, you've already blocked this person or rejected this person. They don't seem to be getting the hint here, even though they know how you feel, even though they know they should keep it moving. Doesn't seem to really register for them. It does sound like a lot of work, doesn't it, Key Controller? Yep, I hope you are having a good day. We have the Eight of Wands and the Four of Swords. So taking action to make reality an idea that they know is probably not something they'll be proud of, something they like can't help themselves from doing. And yet they're trying to say to everybody else that I'm taking a different approach, or I'm not doing this anymore. I've turned over a new leaf. I've, you know, found something else to focus on. but they're lying. There's also, with the Queen of Wands being clarified by the Fool, a sense that there's a new person who enters your life trying to befriend you or pursue you romantically. And it feels like it unnerves you, or it feels strange to you that this is somebody who seems to already know you. It's because they do already know you. They're knowing, or they're like tapping into what they've learned previously and trying to make it seem like, oh, we're soulmates because we get the same thing from Subway. They're recycling the information they already know in a different way. Very manipulative energy. So please be cautious and keep, I don't know, just like be observant what's going on around you. This is the Situations deck. Thank you for subscribing and have a great rest of your day. Hello, Arvind. How are you doing? All right, what else do we have? We've got love and pretending. Ooh, with love affair. Okay. This is someone that you probably rejected in love. For others of you, you may have gone no contact with a friend or a family member who is making questionable choices with regards to their love life. So for example, this could be like an adult child who's decided to cut off their parent because of an affair, right? There's something here about living a bit of a double life, right? Being pretending about what you are, what you're up to, who you're involved with. There's someone who's been fake. They got blocked, cut off, and here they are being fake again. Gosh, what could solve this problem that I caused by being fake? I know. I'll find another way to be fake. Surely that'll repair the thing that I broke, right? No. No. They're not learning their lesson. They're feeling like more deception and more like trickery is going to solve the problem that they created through trickery. Hi, Lena. He loves you too. And please keep in mind that we have religious tolerance here in our live chat. If you are trying to, judge anybody for their thoughts, or for their beliefs, I will have to time you out. Hello, Skimmy. How you doing? Hello, Steven. Skimmy, thank you for renewing your membership. I'm going to be doing a personal reading for you. Hello, Shashina? I probably said that wrong. I'm so sorry. Hello, Shabam. How are you doing? Hello, Salvador. Oh, Zealot, I'm so sorry you're going through that. I hope you get an answer. Hello, Lone. So we have Bounty Hunter. Oh my. So there's desperation and a willingness to like kind of set aside the rules of maybe I shouldn't do this because of this love affair, right? I can't stop seeing that person, or what do you mean we can't continue to see each other? So I feel like this is somebody who shows up. You've blocked me, or you're not answering my phone calls. So what if I show up at your work? What if I show up where you're hanging out with your buddies and having a happy hour? There's a lack of respect for boundaries coming through, and it's because someone feels like they don't have any other option. And so I come up with a plan, and then I'm going to do that, right? Hello, Deb. How are you doing? Hello, Erin. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. Zealot, I'm doing a general reading. That's the reason I do start personal questions at about 30 minutes in. So after the general reading, so we don't get too many interruptions for that. And I do prioritize the questions from those who tip or donate. You can also donate memberships Hello, Palak. How are you doing? Hello, Tommy. What's going on? Thank you, Impulsive, for being kind and considerate towards another person in the live chat. I love to see that. So we've got the Knight of Cups following Seven of Swords and Page of Pentacles. Another Seven of Swords, underscoring the fact that we have someone who is lying or deceptive in some way. They want to make an offer and get a different answer than they got the first time. So I do feel like this is someone who's been jilted in love or has been rejected. Maybe someone wasn't willing to take a friendship to a more romantic level. So we could have somebody who is trying to find a way to regain access to that person who rejected them or didn't really feel like things should be taken to that level, right? Sorry, I felt like it was just a little bit dark in here. Hello, Tucci, how are you doing? Hello, Thomas, what's up? Yep. I definitely have some Dr. Pepper right here. So we have this King of Wands paired with the Seven of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles is somebody who's investing in something, feeling like they put in work, but it's motivated by this obsession or this like need to do or say something, even though they feel like they've been told they shouldn't. Thank you for the tips, Gimme. So I have someone new in my eye. But I want to know if they're being genuine. Are they being genuine? Hey, I think that's a really effective question to understand a lot about a person all at the same time. You can make mistakes. You can have, I don't know, a silly sense of humor, or maybe you're socially awkward. A lot of things are super forgivable if you are coming from a good place, if you just want to be a good friend or you want to make someone happy. A lot could be forgiven, right? But if we have somebody who's operating from a place of not being genuine, that changes all of those things. Then you have to question, you know, like, well, are you lying? Are you being manipulative, right? So it's a very good question, is what I'm trying to say. All right, well, I do still wish you well, Zealot. And you as well, Impulsive. Hello, Randall. Hello, Federico. I totally appreciate that. Hello, Radhika. And I think, Skimmy, you know how that works, but I will start those personal questions at about 30 minutes. We've got Lee up first and then Skimmy. So we have the Five of Pentacles. This is the person that you went no contact with. And I do feel like this is someone who is in love with you or feels like they are in love with you, but they may have been lying to you about who they are. They may have been catfishing you from the get-go. They may have come back after you rejected them and tried to continue to pursue you, but this person is not being respectful of your boundaries, feeling like the only person that they want to be with is you, and that you just need to give them some time or another opportunity to prove you wrong. It doesn't look like that's going to go to plan. So they're planning to show up to try to convince you, oh, you just can't tell, but you're already in love with me. They're not willing to listen to the fact that maybe you've actually made your decision and you know what's going on. All right, let's get a few from the Energy Oracle. We'll see if that, let's see, there's a deception card in here. There's also an envy card. Perhaps one of those come through for you. Thank you for the high five, Silver. How we doing? And the floating hearts. Hello, sweetheart. How are you doing? Oh, it happens, Ryder. But, you know, it's just kind of like when you have people who are bad drivers that you encounter when you're driving, or I don't know, maybe you stop to pick up a prescription and someone's being rude in the store that you're in. We don't want to let those little things upset what otherwise would be a really good day, right? So we have door to personal happiness and, sorry, personal healing and happiness. And maybe this person's freaking out because you being able to walk away from them has enabled you to kind of like unlock the next level. And they're scared that you're going to walk away without them. They don't want you to decide that you're completely done or find somebody new, right? Hello, Gautam. How you doing? Hello, Ezekiel. How are you doing? Or wait. Yeah, I think I did say that. Hello, Car Fanatic. How are you doing? So we have the thinking man. This is the person who came up with a plan. Doesn't mean that they have to be a man, but somebody who felt like they could, you know, get the way they wanted things to be by coming up with some tactic or strategy that most people would not make use of. But there is very strong intuition, or perhaps even just kind of some serendipity, things happening at the right time or in the right place where you're protected from people who want to do this kind of thing, right? Hello. Is it Partosh? How are you doing? Hello, Nausicaa. How are you? Oh, thank you. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, I've been doing the memberships now for, I think maybe 6 months. So the content that's available for members has definitely started to accrue or build up. Hello, Flower. How are you doing? All right, so we have the house. This is the Gilded Reverie, by the way. It's an extended Lenormand. We have the house, which is number 4, the maze or the labyrinth, which is number 43, and the sarcophagus or coffin, which is number 8. And if you tried to end something with someone and they still felt like you were the one for them, it didn't matter if it was a very complicated plan or something that took, you know, several weeks to achieve. This person was willing to go through like to lengths to get what they want or have another opportunity. I know I read somewhere there was someone who had, like, there was a restraining order placed against them by an ex, and this person went and got plastic surgery and probably changed their name, I think it was, so that they could date this person a second time. It's too much. It's definitely too much. Hello, Partosh. I'm going to put you in just a little time out. Just want to remind you that I do personal questions at 30 minutes, and it gets a little bit on my nerves when people are asking for really quick, free questions like that. You are welcome to come back, and I would love to do a question for you at some point. But yeah, gotta be a little bit more understanding. Thank you, Flower. Let me write that down for you. What do I feel energy from maybe the recent ex? Let's see if that's the recent ex. All right, and thank you for the tip. Hello, Rahul. How are you doing? Oh, that's not tarot, sweetheart. Yeah. It's a little creepy, right? Hello, Danini. How are you doing? Ooh, I just realized one of them dropped. We do have the man card, the man with a shirt. The lucky card, the clover, which is number 2. The mice, number 23, and the bear, number 15. Okay, so we have somebody who is like angling to get themselves seen as the perfect match or exactly what you're looking for. So that you're like thinking, wow, I'm so lucky. I never thought I would meet someone like this. And we could have a person who's been rejected by you or who you're not interested in, who simply wants to break your heart because you rejected them. Or we could have somebody who is determined to convince you that you should love them. They're not willing to accept this as a loss, or they don't want to be the person who was rejected. So there's this like attempt to make you out to be the problem, or kind of mess with you or distract you perhaps from meeting somebody new, right? So be a little cautious. This is somebody who doesn't seem to respect the boundaries that are in place or should be in place. All right, let's get a few from the Black Tarot. Hello, Mad. How are you doing? All right, what else do we have? We have the World, the 8 of Cups in the reverse, and the 7 of Swords. Yep, someone who's been wearing a mask, someone who's been lying about who they are is coming back. It's like we're watching an episode of Catfish. But one of those episodes where it's like the ex and they wanted to make sure you couldn't move on, you know? Or the friend who never got out of the friend zone, trying to get some sort of like opportunity with you, even if in person they are denied. 6 of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles. So there was a rejection or failure in the past, a lack of confidence. But the 6 of Spheres or 6 of Pentacles, this is like, but I did something to make myself irresistible to you. I did something so that you like couldn't say no, right? Like I'm offering you everything you would want in a relationship. You feel like you're lucky to find somebody just like me because I actually knew you before we started talking and I knew exactly what your type was, or I knew exactly what would get your attention. Hello, Joe. How are you doing? Sounds good. I hope your son's doing all right today. Ah, yes. That makes sense. So we have the 5 of Swords in the reverse. This is talking about making amends. Maybe this person felt like this was the only way they could get back into your life because making amends didn't really seem to work. We've got the 10 of Cups in the reverse and the 4 of Cups. I tried to just apologize, or I tried to make things better. I tried to get you to understand. I tried to make you see how much I care about you. But, you know, I wasn't what you wanted. You rejected that, or you didn't want to fix what we had. You just wanted somebody new. So I decided to pretend I was what you want. I decided to pretend I was somebody else. They did something here, like whole new name, whole new persona, catfish, or like dressed up in different type clothing so that they could, you know, see what you were up to while you were working. I don't know. This is somebody who just did not want to respect that there were boundaries in place, and somebody who wanted to be like left alone. All right, we're going to start on those personal questions. We've got Lee up first. Hello, Emma. How are you doing? Hello, Abhisha. How are you doing? Or Abhisharma? Sorry. Hello, Ray. How's it going? All right, so Why was there a no call, no text from the ex regarding plans with Sage? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Death, Queen of Wands, and the Magician. This feels to me like someone choosing to do what they want to do instead of what they are obligated to do. Queen of Pentacles being in the reverse is like this unreliable energy. Maybe I made you a promise, maybe I made those plans, but I just feel like flaking out, sorry. The Ace of Pentacles feels to me like we could also have somebody here who's thinking about, do I want to spend money on gas or taking someone to lunch or whatever it was? Or do I want to like go and have a few beers? Or do I want to go out and, I don't know, have a few shots? There's something here about like selfish, like I would rather have some fun versus do right by the things that I promised I would do. But following that action or that decision up with, like, I'll make up an excuse afterwards. So it's not even like I am letting you know, hey, I can't meet you today, or sorry, I'm not feeling well. It's, you know, whatever. I'll tell you when I feel like it. Hello, Galaxy, how are you doing? Nice try, Hog. Hello, Matt, how are you doing? What's up, Captain Kirk? How's the Enterprise treating you? We've got the Nine of Pentacles. So, Lee, I do feel like there's someone here who just wanted to do whatever they wanted to do, which is not a very good excuse. Is this person going to lie about what happened? Yes. This is someone who's going to say that there was some other obligation or some other like financial thing that came into play, and that's why this happened. But they're just he's trying to make it sound better than it really is, right? All right, this is the Meta Muse. Lee, I'm sending you a hug, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Let's see what we've got for Skemmy. There is someone new in the picture. Are they being genuine? Oh, good luck, Flower. Are they genuine? Yes, they are. Oh, really? I like this. Okay. Four of Wands, Three of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Is this? Okay, Scammy, so there's someone who wants to make clear this isn't just like some random spirit guides of mine telling you this person is genuine. This is someone who is passed on, who knows you, who wants you to like do justice to this connection and pursue this person, or who wants you to know you can trust this person. Tell me more. This is someone who has gone through heartbreak that they never got over. This person who also approves or says your new person is genuine. This person is seen as maybe even died from heartbreak or never got over a rejection. Dealt with somebody who was not genuine. But they feel this new person is someone you should take action towards, decisive action. World and the reverse. Yeah, this new person, I'm not saying anyone's perfect, but this new person has good intentions and like cares about you for legitimate reasons. And I like that a lot. So, trust but verify, right? Hello, Hellfire, how are you doing? Oh, are we not in a good mood today? Hello, April. How are you doing? So for flower, we've got an energy check-in. Is this energy that she's feeling the recent ex? Three of Pentacles in the reverse, the Chariot, the Moon in the reverse. Is this saying it's more than one? No. Okay. No, this is somebody else sending energy your way. Someone who feels like maybe they never got the chance. I'm doing well, thank you. LOL, Matt. Oh, I totally agree with that. I just wasn't sure if you were calling me a weirdo. I mean, you wouldn't necessarily be wrong. I don't think I'm very normal, but I kind of like that, you know? Either way, I hope you're having a good day. So, Flower, this isn't your most recent ex, but it's someone who feels like there was a missed opportunity or someone who feels like they didn't get the option or the opportunity they wanted. Six of Wands. Oh, not again. Is there a couple of these in here? I was doing a personal reading earlier and one of the cards from the Egyptian Tarot came out of the Metamuse Tarot, which is what I'm using right now. And here we have a second one, so... Okay, I guess that's the only other one. It's the Nine of Wands in the reverse. I feel like this is someone you're not expecting to still think about you. To you, this person was kind of like, I don't think they're that into me and I'm not into them. No, this person is still thinking about you even though it's been a while. You've let this person go. I don't think you'd think about this person. I don't know that you were really interested in them. If you were, it was for a short time. So I think that there's going to be some message from this individual whose energy you're feeling. That's kind of like a little warning for you that something's going to happen, right? It might be a little bit strange. Yeah, someone who feels like they missed an opportunity with you comes back around and feels like now is the right time to see if they could potentially have another chance. But I feel like you're very decided about it. I don't think you have interest, and I don't think it's going to like develop over time. This could be someone who's already in a relationship. This could be somebody who doesn't have a strong commitment energy. They could be kind of like all over the place, right? Yeah, it's just, it doesn't seem to inspire confidence. And so that's probably why it is giving you that like recent ex energy. Is it's probably pretty similar as far as someone being frustrated with you walking away, right? Hello, spiritual healer. How are you doing? I will do that one real quick, and then I think I got to run a few errands. Hello, Gloria. How are you doing? Hello, True Strategy. All right, so what do we need to know, or what does spiritual healer need to know about the twin flame situation, please? We have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Four of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Moon and the Page of Swords. There's something here that your twin flame is not going to learn or discover until you are at a distance, emotionally and physically. So with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, I feel like this is saying, ask not what you could do for your twin flame connection, but what your twin flame connection could do for you. That's about as political as I'm going to get on this channel. Just taking a little quote from JFK to, you know, kind of let you know that this isn't something where you need to do something. This isn't about whether or not you said the right thing or whether or not it's the right time for you to take action. It is not your turn. It is the other person's. It's a volley, only it doesn't always go back and forth. This person has some things they need to figure out. They need to come out of this like secretive energy and actually be accessible to you. They need to be the one to communicate. So if your question is kind of, you know, like, should I reach out to them? No. Your twin flame person needs to figure out how to manage that themselves. It kind of feels to me like this is that situation where it changes from you've, you know, pursued this person or done right by this person and never really felt like they were going to pursue you the way that they should. We have to kind of flip that dynamic. Two of Swords in the reverse, Six of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. But I do feel like there is self-love that happens for this person that enables them to be more intuitive, a little bit more connected, and go through some of that ego death, which will push them towards communicating with you. Your main job right now is to allow that space for them to come to that conclusion and make that change. Hello, Valis. How are you doing? Hello, Elias. Hey, Babs. That's how I shuffle. I didn't mess up anything. Hello, Norman. How are you doing? Hello, Captain. Hello, Sushi. What's up? I don't have Snapchat, LOL. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. And if you're able to hype the video, I very much so appreciate it. And I will see you in the next reading.